Hello, Year 3, Mr. Bayford here for today's, Thursday's English lesson. Thursday, the 4th of February. I can plan a diary of a character, and we're going to be using a timeline to make sure that plan is in chronological time order. Just a quick recap on my characters, but go ahead and get yours. I use King Eurystheus. And just to remind myself, evil, bossy, spiteful, mean, powerful. Yes, Heracles was my other character. Brave, guilty, heroic, fearless, cheeky. Remember what he did to Atlas? Patient. Remember what he did with that deer? And I added that he was popular. That's me using my imagination. So those are my two characters, and I'm going to keep them for the entire time. Um, Sorry, that's meant to be white. There we go. So this is our toolkit for our writing that starts on Monday, not this week. However, it's important to know, it's important that you know what we're going to do. On Monday, we're going to write a diary to inform yourself about what happened. So whether you're the king, whether you're the Heracles, whether you're Zeus, whoever you have chosen, you are writing as them for them, okay? Um, so that means that you are going to be the reader as well as the writer. So the reader is reminded of what happened. Great. Reader remembers how they felt. Important. Lots of emotion. They understand where and when they understand where and when things are happening. So make sure you describe where you are and not exactly the time, but put it into time order. Make the reader want to retell the story and the key events of the day, and make sure you put in the characters and locations and the monsters. Make sure you make a great picture in your reader's mind so they know exactly what you're talking about. And finally, some of the techniques we are going to be using next week. Next week, first person writing, I, me, my, that kind of thing. Short sentences with informal tones are going to work really well here as well. Noun phrases and extended noun phrases to make it even better. For authorial voice, I can never say that word. It's you speaking. It's the character. So if you are Heracles, are you going to be like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll do this and that? No, he's going to be confident. He's going to be strong, and um, he's going to be very confident in the way he speaks and also in the way he would write. Adverbials of time, you're getting very good at that. Keep it up, please. Conjunctions, yeah, don't use and but all the time. And then I did this and then do that. No, no, we're looking for the right place at the right time for those. Um, there are many conjunctions that you could use, so look for the correct one, please. Dates and a period of time, not too necessary about the dates, but the period of time is very important when you're explaining the chronological order of your writing. And finally, the rich vocabulary, moving us on to the Heracles and the 12 Labours Word Bank. This is, and I'm stressing this to you because I know you just want to go on and just get on with your work, but I'm stressing it to you. This is for you. This is for you to gather ideas. This is for you to spell those tricky words. This is for you to use to magpie. Don't think of it as cheating. Don't think of it as someone else's work. You're just picking out ideas and read through the imagery as well. For example, down here, I was 8, but surprisingly strong for someone so small, and the doorway was blocked by an enormous giant of a man with huge, powerful shoulders and legs like tree trunks. That's just great. That's just really good. And we're not expecting you to write that, but you can think, oh, wait, enormous giant of a man, what great language. And you can use it in your writing too. Um, Especially if you are going down the gods route and you are writing as a god, there's some great things here. Things about Athens and heavens and skies and clouds that we haven't discussed yet. So please have a little look and use it. Okay, here is my timeline plan of King Eurystheus. Okay, now all I started all I started with was a straight line. That was it. So here, This is the beginning of my diary, and all the way at the end, this is what happens at the end. Notice I don't start with, I woke up and I got out my pajamas. It's boring. Who cares? Unless something interesting happens as you're getting out of bed, you don't need to write about it. So I started, bang, like every other day, bored, sitting on throne. I'm making the guards fight each other. I'm mildly amused. I've added that because what would he be doing? This bored king. He wouldn't just be sitting there staring at the wall. No, he'd be trying to entertain himself. So he's making the guards fight each other. That's evil. What a mean thing to do. That's perfect for this character. Heracles enters. Instantly don't like him. He looks sad. I've written down what I notice as well. Asks me for tasks. He needs to remove guilt. This is interesting to me. There's a lot of things I could say about what I'm feeling about what he's telling me there. I notice, well, the king, he noticed the lion clothing. He's got a lion on his head. I asked him about that. He says he killed it. So that makes me go, oh, he's strong. So he needs good, hard challenges, some good tasks. So I make them as hard as I possibly can. Remember, I'm evil. I'm mean. I'm laughing at him because I'm just a really awful person. He doesn't care, so I stop laughing. I find that really, really odd. So he stumped me. Wow. Why isn't he? Why isn't he going? Oh my goodness! Please, no, not that. He's just like, yeah, okay. Wow, interesting. Anyway, after that, he accepts all the tasks and he walks out. And I look at the guards puzzled, and we're looking at each other. We can't believe it. Um, we burst out laughing because I think he's going to die. He won't be back. He'll fall at the first hurdle. That's going to be hilarious. And then I noticed that because I was laughing, I say I, the king, I was laughing and the king was laughing. Sorry, I was laughing and the guard was laughing. I noticed that, you shouldn't be laughing. So I get that guard executed for laughing on duty because I'm evil. And I think that sums up a really interesting event. And that will last, although it's probably only about 15 minutes of a day, that is my timeline of that day in myth history. The day that King Eurystheus meets Heracles. Now, as you're working, you can rehearse it out loud, just kind of like what I was doing there and what we worked on yesterday with our voice. I found it's really helpful to create this kind of character and use your voice to do it. So, for example, the king was he had a bit of a higher voice and a bit more posh, but actually he wasn't very nice. So you can ask an adult to help you with his part. How do you think he speaks? How do you think he talks? How do you think he walks? Lots of different things that you can think about. Um, if an adult can help you, then maybe you can start saying things like your character would. And if your adult can start asking you questions about yourself, and remember, you can use facts, but you can just use your imagination. You can say, oh, King Eurystheus, um, what did you have for breakfast? And you can go on, I don't believe in breakfast. I believe breakfast is for the poor. I just have a big hearty meal at 12 o'clock every day that my servants have to me immediately, and I'm the only one sitting on the table. And just play around with that and see what comes up. If no one is available, you can do it yourself, and you can even record it on a device and play it back to yourself and go, oh, that was good, or oh, I'm not sure if he'll say that. This will help you plan out your day and plan out your voice of your character. So if you're Zeus, Zeus is a god, a big god, so he would have a big voice, big booming, demanding voice. Um, Whereas if you was a monster, would they even have a voice? You'd just be using their thoughts, wouldn't you? And would they have long sentences, or would they just be short sentences like food, human walk in, not happy, must leave? It's up to you. This is your diary. This is your writing. Anyway, we are just planning today. We are not writing the diary. That is for Monday. And we're only doing one character. So choose one for today. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I look forward to seeing your plans ready for Monday. Have a lovely rest of the day.